Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are back with another flight for the virtual airline. We're doing Air France 607 with non-stop service from Soka, Cayenne, Sierra Oscar Charlie Alpha to Fort-de-France, Tango Fox Fox Fox. Alright, so we got the flight loaded up. Let me get the flight plan together here. And I'll throw that in the chat. Wait 1 second. Boom. Okay, so let's get in the cockpit. Alright, so plane's on. We already got it somewhat started up. And we're just ready to load the fuel.
Refueling truck is on its way.
Alright, so today's flight.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Will be held at 38,000 feet. Traveling 830 nautical miles, carrying 109 passengers. Block fuel is 17,271 pounds, 3,597 pounds of cargo. So, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Long time no see. Alright, so let's get into it. Oh, it's starting to rain.
Fuel truck is in position.
I'm pretty good.
Please don't
Just
load
ready
aircraft
to,
until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Get all this stuff sorted out here. Yeah, come on. Come on in. There's another guy in here too. So it'll be 3 of us. Alright, so we gotta wait for this. It's true. Didn't even realize it was raining. Okay. So we're going to flight level 3. Did I say 300? Did I say? Yeah, 38,000. Oops. 38. 0. Cost index is 8. AFR 607. And speaking of which, I didn't adjust the time at all, did I? What time is it? I think departure time is supposed to be like 7:55. Yeah, it's 8:03. So
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
let's go to about 26. Should be fine. Alright. Load aircraft. 16 minutes. Wow. Yeah. Let me see. I can send the invite. There you go. There you go. Invite sent. Alright. Alright, so let's import this flight plan while fuel is loaded, and let's request boarding.
Boarding
afterward.
requested.
Alright. Alright, so I think we're departing runway 8. Alright, yep. And it's gonna be direct to Wreckham. Alright, we have that in there. Arrival is Boru 1 X-ray to runway 10.
Do you want a board crew?
Yes, we went aboard crew.
Pilots boarding starting.
Give me a second. Invite to group. Alright. Boru 1 X-ray. pass it? I did. Boom. 1 X-ray. Alright, we got that in there. See what's on our...
Crew boarding starting.
What is this thing doing? Alright, there we go. Alright, go back to nav. Alright, so it's going to be a left turn out. Alright, so we know we're going to 38,000.
Your crew has boarded. Passengers boarding starting.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Alright, passengers boarding. Let me go ahead and start the APU. Alright, we got a message here. No, I wouldn't waste my time with it. Don't mess with Latin VFR stuff. It's like not up to par to my standards. Alright, so passengers boarded, cargo boarding, or loading, sorry. The doors are closed. Okay. Let me help them out really quick here. There you go. Trying to invite you now. Alright, so route loaded. We got a discount that's disconnecting the route right there, so yeah, I don't know. I done sent it a million times. Oh, there you go. Well, you were just right there. Alright, so in order to get your route to connect, so you don't have to worry about it, just clear the discount. Remember, I keep telling you all the time, clear the discount. And boom, it's connected now. Come down here. Go ahead and clear that. Cool. Alright, so while the passengers board, let me take a quick look here and create a VATSIM pre-file so I will show up on the map. Okay. Alright, that's filed. Open up vPilot. Alright, we got that connected. Fetch from server. Good deal. Alright, so VATSIM flight plan is filed, so we should be on VATSIM as well. Let's take a look here. Alright, I think this is where we're at, right? No, that's not it. That's South America. I guess we are at the tip of South America, aren't we? Alright. Not showing up anywhere yet. You only have Europe. So you didn't install anything for the rest of the world? Do you not see an airport or a gate or anything in front of you? Or in front of me? Oh, so you don't know how to connect to VATSIM? Well then, yeah, you can't connect to it because you need the third-party client and all that other stuff too. If you don't have it, don't worry. That's me. I'm not a Swiss plane, but it's fine. But that is me. Will, are you still there? I'm trying to see where the heck am I at on this, is this me here? No. No. Alright, so I'm showing up on the radar now. Okie dokie, so as far as a tablet is concerned, wait, what time is our departure time again? Shoot. 7:55. What time is it? 7:35. I'm gonna fast forward it a little bit. 7:47 is fine. Load aircraft. Oh, it is loading. Was I not paying attention? Under or next to the APU switches to the right, there's a switch called Interior Light Dome. It's this one here. And to get the next to the APU switch to the right of it, the interior light section, the dome switch. So 67. Oh, passengers are boarding. Oh well, I fast forwarded the time for no reason. You still gotta wait for them to board. 74 109. Let's see how 7 minutes does it. Yeah, no problem. Everything else is pretty good. You're really just waiting on the passengers now, and then once we get the passengers, we get our weights. throw them in the computer, and then we're ready to go. Get my checklist together. Okay. Alright, yeah, so everything is good. So let's just brief. You next to me? Gotcha, okay. Got my boys on the left and the right. Cool beans. So let's brief this departure while we have a chance. Alright, so out of here, we're taking off runway 8. Right? Let's get the weather as well.
Rochambeau Airport information. Kilo 2200 Zulu. Wind 108 at 8. Visibility 6. Sky condition. Few clouds at 2,500 feet, 4,900 feet. Scattered few clouds at 14,200 feet. Temperature, tree 2. Dew point, 10. Altimeter, 29.8 tree. ILS X-ray runway 08 in use. Landing and departing runway 08. DFR aircraft, say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Kilo.
Kilo, okay.
Rochambeau Airport information. Kilo 2200 Zulu.
Really?
Wind 108 at 8. Visibility 6. Sky condition.
She's not gonna stop talking.
2,500 feet, 4,900.
Alright. So arrivals, we're landing what, 28, right? Yeah, 20, no, we're 10. So there, boom. ILS Yankee 10. Alright, so we got the charts. Alright, so this airport's pretty small. 10,515 foot runway. Airport elevation is 26 feet, so we're basically sea level. So it looks like we'll just taxi from the ramp to Charlie, and then a right turn. Then you'll have to turn around on the runway, and then we'll take off. Alright, so our departure is direct to Bexham, I think it was. So once we take off, we just do a left turn and then hit direct to Bexham. Bexham. So it's very simple. There's nothing crazy. You can climb all the way to 380 and all that stuff. There's nothing stopping us or holding us back, so that's pretty cool about that. Let's go ahead and connect the 8 cars. Alright, we got 3 minutes to departure. And how many more people left aboard? Oh, 4. Perfect. So let's get these final numbers here and see what they end up being. It's gonna be like 120.7 is my guess. 120 point. So 2 more people and it's only at 600. So maybe 120.5. Man, these last 2 people taking a sweet time. It's crazy how long they're taking. It might be like 120.1. Alright, boarding's complete. Oh, 120 period. Okay, so 120.29.7. 120.29.7. Alright. Alright, and fuel, we need 17,271. Let's cross check that. 17,220. Yep, 17.2. Alright, your engines are started. Kind of jumped the gun there, huh? Still need to get my V speeds and stuff. If you want to start and go ahead, you can. Alright, so taking off runway 8. It did rain a while ago, didn't it? Okay. We're gonna put the surface is wet. Flaps config 2. Packs on. Let's sync the weight and let's sync the weather. Calculate. So 34, 36, no trim at all, 68. 134, 134, 136, no trim at all, and 68. Alright, let's ask for pushback. Okay, let's try this again. Alright, so we did that. 4-start checklist. Windows and doors are closed and locked. APU is on. APU bleed is on. External power disconnected.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
We are ready for pushback. Alright, let's disconnect the GPU and the chocks and cones. Alright. Fuel pumps can be on.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pas
Seatbelt
incertain.
signs on. Thrust levers are idle. Barrel reference is set. Fuel quantity, we checked it. Takeoff data, I just set and reviewed it. Transponders on auto. Beacon light on. Alright, let's dim these lights. So I forgot to turn these bad boys on.
Locking gear.
Alright. Floodlight too. Okay, we're at a Mexican standoff. Will, go ahead and taxi. Because you're going to be blocking both of us. So just make that left there on Charlie. Tail to the right.
Release parking brakes.
Alright. Brakes release.
Starting push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Alright, so that's the left, but okay. You're turning the wrong way. 8 is to the... Oh no, maybe... yeah, you're turning the wrong way, Will. Definitely went the wrong way. Alright, starting number 2. Yeah, Will, you're going to runway 28. We're taking off on 8. Yeah, no. Oh, which one are you? I'm confused now. Hold on. Who's on the runway? No, you're fine. Bakal, you're fine. It's Will. Will is on the wrong runway. He turned the wrong way. Okay. Will, why don't you hit a what is?
Please set parking brakes.
All right, brakes
Cockpit to
set.
ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Let's see what the weather is saying for winds. 1, 2, 0, 8. I mean, 8 knot tailwind, I guess. I mean, it's not good though. All right. Let's start number 1. I shouldn't be too much longer. I'll do most of my run up on the taxi. That is Charlie right there.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass power mode. Left is clear, right is clear.
Alright, take off as soon as practical. Alright, that's a good start. I'm coming. It's a good start on to, let's... I'm not setting the brakes. Alright, taxi light on. Yeah, it's starting to rain again. So flaps 2. I'm not gonna do a flight control test this time. We're waiting on Will to take off. Just follow me. Just stay behind me. Alright, well, we're waiting on you since you decided to go against the grain and not take off on the same runway as everybody. Alright, let's just do before start checklist. Alright, yeah, before takeoff checklist, sorry. Cabin crew. Advise brake temperature is fine. Brake fans are off. Engine mode selector is on normal. Packs are on. Weather radar as required. Protective windshield auto. TCAS TARA. Alright. All I have left to do is my landing lights and wing lights. Alright. You can follow. Come on. I'll make it work since you've never been here before. Alright, in the meantime, APU off. Flight controls are working. We don't need any trim. All you had to do was hit a U-turn. It's a quick 180 and went the opposite way, but it's alright. Alright, so I'm going to make a right at the end of this taxiway here, I want you to do a 180-degree turn. Just do a U-turn, and then you can take off. Auto brake max on the spoilers, and takeoff config should be no blue. Alright. Alright, Bakar, we're waiting on you. Rolling, and I will taxi into position. Alright, he's airborne. Power to 50, nose down. Takeoff, Manflex, SRS runway. Some wipers would be fine right now, but I'm not going to use them. 100 knots. Thing straight is crazy. V1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Yeah, they got some power behind them. Alright. Climb thrust. APU. I mean, autopilot on. Okay. Alright, let's turn the taxi light off. Alright. Disarm the speed brake. Alright, left turn. It's a lot of rain. Do it for the immersion. Alright, we can see Bakal out in front of us there. Flaps 1. Flaps up, and let's turn off those wipers. Alright, so we got a company message too. Load sheet I accepted. Let's jump in here and transition altitude. Hey Bakal, what is your that Unicom? Was it 122.8? But you know what? You don't have to climb. Never mind. Never mind. How you doing over there, Will? I mean, you're long gone. 1228. Alright, so Bacall is the one right in front of me. I can only imagine that this might be Will. Are you over land or water? Okay. Alright. So he's going a different route than us. Alright, good deal. Alright, so our after takeoff checklist, landing gear retracted, engine mode selector normal, spoilers disarmed, retracted, flaps are retracted, packs are on, anti-ice not needed, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the landing lights and the wing lights now. The view is amazing. And what's crazy, it's supposed to be like 7 at night or 8 o'clock at night. Let's make sure, yeah, it's supposed to be like 8:06 right now. Alright, so you guys are both in the air. Any questions, comments, concerns? Not at the minute. Alright, good deal. What are you guys climbing? How fast? I'm climbing at 3,100 feet per minute right now. Doing about 300 knots. 2,300? Okay. Let's see, are you still in front of me? Yeah, you're still out there in front of me. Let's see, about how far though? Less than 10 miles, that's for sure. What altitude are you at, Bacall? You're about 15 miles in front of me. What altitude are you at? 24,000. You're up there, Whew. Thought that might be you, but that's a star. No wonder I don't see you. You're high. You're at 25, and I'm at 17. Yeah, I mean, you guys, you were flying the fly-by-wire too, right? I think those engines are more powerful than mine. Excuse me. Fly-by-wire had a nice wing view. Well, I can go in the cabin. I mean, you can't see nothing back here though. Let's see. You can see a little something, something. There we go. Oh, we're in a left turn. Discord. Oh, that's nice. I wonder why it's so bright and it's so late. Because I know when I landed here last week, it was pitch black. Alright, good deal. You'll have enough time. Alright, let's take a look at that map again. Alright, so Bacall is still in front of me. He'll probably be in front of me for the entire flight. Let's find Will. And there Will is, cutting across. I'm a slow climber today. Let's see what our performance is giving us. So 360 is the optimum. So I guess I'll go to 360 and camp out for a little bit. And if it allows me to get up to 380, then I will. He said you might have a cabin, but we have a camera behind the cockpit that we can see. Which camera are you talking about? Like this? You said behind the cockpit. Let's see. You're talking about this thing up here. Hold on, let me turn the light on. That one up here? I don't think it comes on under the speed brake, right? That's the cockpit door. Yeah, I don't think I had that's in the video. Yeah, I ain't got nothing. Yeah, I don't got that for sure. But all my circuit breakers work. If I pull something, I might cause the plane to crash. If you go down below the cockpit door section here, there's a button next to the switch that says video. If you push the video button, oh gosh, you can then turn around to this camera up here and watch. Just look on your center pedestal under the speed brake. It says cockpit door, and then right next to that switch is a button that says video. Can't miss it. Yeah. Through 260 for 360. And let's see here. If we go over to the browser. Shoot. Okay. So there I am. I took off from Cayenne. And I'm climbing as we speak. Yep. Something like that. What does my OBS thing say? Oh, it's not on screen. Yeah, it says ETA an hour and 32 minutes. Okay. Alright, so we're all kind of converging in on each other a little bit. Sim brief. I'll put the link in the chat. Hold on. Oh no, not sim brief. Sorry, sim. I messed that. I messed up. Hold on. It's sim aware. Maps.vats.net. My bad. Stream elements. Just click on that link. Click. It's. Oh no. Okay, I got you. Hold on. Stand by. Oh, I forgot to put the. There. You need to download the VATSIM client to your computer, and you need to log in on that, as well as file your flight plan on SimBrief, but then pre-file on VATSIM as well, and then it'll all show up. Alright, man, take your time. Make up things like what? Be a little bit more specific. Yeah, you just gotta put it in the flight plan. Like, literally, if you import it from SimBrief, it'll carry over whatever SimBrief came up with. You can add things to SimBrief if you want to. So, if I were you, I would create the flight plan in SimBrief. You know, whatever I want to add to it. You know, I can show you real quick. Hold on. Let me jump over to the browser again. So, you come over to SimBrief, right? So, this is the flight that we're flying right now. So, you can see that's the path, right? So say I wanted to stop at TFFR first, right? So like when I'm creating it, okay, gosh. When I'm creating it, just come down here to where the selected route is, and then just add in whatever you want to add in. Maybe I did that in the wrong spot. Hold on. No, because it would have to go to Boris. Let me try it at the end. Oh, I'm slow. So no, I put it in the right spot. I'll put it there. TFFR, but you have to hit analyze route first. So see, now it added TFFR before I come back down to Boris and then to TFFF. If I wanted to add, let's say, JFK VOR, I can add that. I mean, yeah, you're done with it now, but I'm just saying, before you put it in to the computer, this is one way you can do it. Or if you want to put it in on the computer, all you have to do is just type it in on the flight plan page and add it. So say if I wanted to add that JFK VOR before BGI, boom, just added it. You see what I'm saying? After you filed it on VATSIM, you would have to just refile it. You have to change it, then refile it. Alright, I'm 35,000 for 36,000. Cruising. Let's see what we're doing as far as being optimum. So now it says 370. Alright, so he's got 1,000 more feet. So we'll just stay at 360 until it tells us 380 is okay to go to. And then we'll hop on up. It'll be like a step climb. Alright, let me jump back to the cockpit. After you've done that filing, you mean on VATSIM? Is that what you're talking about specifically? You just refile it. Change it in SimBrief. Yeah, so just change it in SimBrief again. And then go to once you change it, go to file, then it'll file it again. But this is the steps you would have to take. Or in your VATSIM client, like on the map. You mean in the MCDU in the cockpit? Oh, just add whatever you want to add wherever you want to add it, and then hit analyze route. Like I can add LFPG, which is Charles de Gaulle, analyze route. Oh, it didn't like that. Hold on. Hold on, let me try CDG. Nope, didn't like that either. What is a fix over there? I just can't think. I know how to find out. Hold on. I know exactly how to find out. Okay. GLE. Boom. So let's say I want to add GLE. Analyze. Oh, I didn't like that one either. Oh man. Well, I know one that'll work. Cayenne, Kingston. Analyze route. He didn't like that either. I guess that's too far. What up, Pro? How you doing, man? Now let me take a look at that again. Where was I adding that stuff at? I don't know if I did Recon. says fix or airway. Oh, valid air points. Okay, I see what the problem is there. Something's plugged in. How come you don't be getting on the game no more, pro? He might have jumped in and jumped right back out. No spots left. No spots left. So quiet up here. Yep, and there's a turn. So play music. I put these videos on YouTube. I'm not about to be copyright restricted because of you. Why you always trying to get me caught up? Until my channel get banned. Why you don't be playing the game no more? Speaking of which, is this thing on or is it off? Oh, it's on. You be chilling? I think everybody be chilling at some point. I mean, don't get me wrong. I really don't be streaming Fortnite too much anymore. I still be playing, but I just don't be streaming it a lot. Excuse me. If I do, it's usually with my daughter or something. But there's been a few time cam been on and whatnot. I think I got 41 crown wins, something like that. You was talking all that stuff, you didn't come do a 1v1. Damn. Nash be on every now and then too. You don't talk to her no more either? That's crazy. That's how I feel, man. Like, so much negativity. Josh. Who's Josh? Oh, J-A-W. Josh. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while when I think about it. She said, I'm glad I got a life. Shoot, she got a life too. She just started getting back on every once in a while. I'm just saying, you know, like, I would hope everybody has a life outside of, you know, this virtual world. But you know, with y'all younger folks, I mean, that's what y'all do. That's what y'all do at that age. It's literally what y'all do. Y'all be doing the most. And then y'all get older and y'all realize, like, dang, this ain't the way. Her chat thing. So Goldie don't got a life too? Damn. Goldie's a baby. He said, hell no. Oh, man. I wish I knew how old all of them were for real. Like the ones that come through like all the time. I don't know how old everybody is. I know Goldie's a baby. Nash is practically a baby. Yeah, Diablo's crazy. I remember that Diablo's crazy. Trying to think who else really be in there? I'm not on her what's the thing? I'm not on her Discord no more. So I really don't. Cam hops in every once in a while. I hop in every once in a while. I don't know. I have no idea about Diablo, man. Absolutely no clue. I couldn't even tell you what his story is. Last time I spoke to Diablo, he joined me and my daughter in the trios, and we thought we was about to lose, and he won at the end. Like, wow, I can't believe you won. You get creepy vibes. I mean, you gotta think though, bro. It's hard for guys out here, as is. You know, everybody ain't got it, bro. Everybody ain't got it. They just do what they can. They just do what they can. So you should be very thankful that you are not in that position. Because it could be worse. .360. Can we go to 380 yet? Nope. mean, if you got it, you got it, right? I don't know. Like even nowadays, I'm really strict with my subscriptions nowadays. I think I'm only subscribed. I got the Prime one that's free, and I think I gave that to a guy that plays Fortnite. I mean, but you gotta think most young adults make dumb decisions at a young age. It's when y'all get older, either you realize it or you don't. It's just one of those things, man. It's part of the game. You gonna make dumb decisions. I'm pretty sure you've made some dumb decisions. Maybe not like spending $6K on a random person, but you've made dumb decisions. There's just levels to it. There's levels to this shit. Let's see what this is talking about. Hour 16. Yeah, right. Sky is bright. The moon is light. Got a half moon. Damn, I'm only doing 0.676. No wonder. Let's see where everybody is in relation to me. Alright, Bacall is still right in front of me. And Will is some way, somehow, right in front of us. So I think we should all arrive at good separation. Providing that Will descends and does his approach in a decent fashion. Where we landing? 2-8. Are we landing 2-8? Landing 10. So from the west to east. I'm gonna go. Oh shoot! I'm gonna go grab a snack real quick, y'all. I'll be right back. Chat GPT. You was in the gym? Hold that thought, bro. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So you say you was in the gym? What, when you was like 18, 19, 20? Our next fix is trap. That's crazy. In my trap house. Bacall, how you looking out there? We got about 560 miles to go. everybody's at. Will, are you there? How you looking? Cruising at 380. I wish I could make it up there. Yeah, as I was looking, I was like, dang. He done came over. How fast are you going? Getting jacked? Oh, you mean like strong? Okay. I was trying to get back in the gym. It's been a while. 270. Okay, so you're doing like max. Okay. I'm only doing 252 indicated. And Bacall has been about 15 miles ahead of me solid, so I'm pretty sure his cost index was 5 as well, so we should be doing about the same. If you want to slow it down just a little bit, you can. Just don't go slower than 0.76. I think right now you are you're probably like 30 miles ahead of him. I mean, if you put 260, you'll still be going faster than this. Okay. What time is it there? It's 12:52, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it like 6? No, 6:52? Yeah, I want to say 6:52. Is it 6:52 or is it 5:52. I had the right idea. Yeah, it's off by now. So, in the summertime, are you +5 or +4 on the GMT? Must be +4, and then the winter time is +5. I can't remember. It's something though. I know it changes over there. Not sure. Do you go through any time changes throughout the year? Like for summer or anything like that? Do the hours go forward or back? Or does it always stay the same? Sometimes, yeah. Okay. So sometimes. What up, Reaper? How you doing, man? 2 hours. Okay. I knew there was a time change. I just couldn't. Y'all want to see something crazy? Look at this. In real life, that flight is flying. And they're over the water too. I thought it was funny. It lands in 42 minutes. And we're supposed to land in an hour and 3 minutes. Just waking up. Dang, dude. It's like 1 o'clock. Wake up at 1 o'clock trying to start the day. The day's halfway over. It's 7 p.m. And why the hell would you not go to bed till 4 a.m.? Make it make sense, sir. He said, Reaper, lock in. Me too, bro. I can't wake up late for nothing. I'm like, it makes no sense to wake up at 1. I'll just be like, there's so much opportunity to do stuff at like 6, 7, 8, 9. Ugh. You're crazy. That's probably why you feel beat up now. Running yourself day and night. It's exhausting. Yo, you gotta go. Dang. I was gonna say land at your closest airport, but shoot, we over water. Ain't nothing by us. Can't you just leave it going? Okay. Born and raised crazy, but I beat myself up in my 20s. That's what I was just telling Pro 2. I'm like, when you in your 20s, you start doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Autumn break in 2 weeks. For sure, and you know it'll be on YouTube tomorrow. I'll have it ready for YouTube by tomorrow, so you can see how it ended up going, even if you just kind of fast forward to the approach or whatever. But I think that's usually what people do. They'll watch the takeoff and then watch the approach. I didn't even know you was in school. Alright, have a good night. What you going to school for, bro? I didn't even know you was in school. It's impossible. I want some candy so bad. Bro, you supposed to give me that. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. You did tell me that. You supposed to make that transition for me. What happened, man? He said, now I got the scars to show it. Tell him, Pro, man, like, in your 20s, that's when you make all your mistakes. Interested in architecture. So you want to, like, build buildings? Or design buildings, sorry. And, like, I forget what the name of the program is that they make the buildings in. I was gonna say 3DS. Is it 3DS? It's not. There's another one. I can't remember what it's called. I think Will might be younger than you. And I think everybody in chat is more than 5 years older than you. How old are you? I don't know. I'm trying to... Reaper, we know how old you are. We're trying to figure out how old Bacall is. Man, these stretches ain't working. Under 17, yeah. See, we're more than 5 years older than you. I think even Pro 2. You gotta be more than 5 years older than him too. I'll put you at 22. If he's 17. Yo, you know he about to go off, right? And look, we done caught up to Will. Because he's not moving. He paused it. Pro 2 and I think Pro 2 and Cam are around the same age. Speaking of which, let me message that fool. Yeah, I think they're around that age. Click, 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 pass. Young and foolish. I mean, ETS2. What's ETS2? Cam, I don't know. As crazy as Cam be coming off, Cam's kinda he's kinda mature. Truck Sim, no, I've never played. I had to look that one up too. Euro Truck Sim, no, definitely not. Never even heard of it. Let me look it up real quick. Cam's more mature than I give him credit for. I can't even lie. I just give him a hard time all the time, but for their age, they're very mature. Same thing with Pro 2. He's a little bit more down to earth and grounded than his peers, for sure. Let's look at these images. Do you have to pay for this game or is it free? You trying? Ooh, which one you talking about, Pro or Cam? $7 from some website. Cam don't know how to be accountable. He'll mess something all the way up, and I'm like, bro, you gotta be accountable. It wasn't my fault. You know who I should get, guys? I should get Reaper. What's your best friend's name again? I haven't seen Boogie in a while either. J-Bug, yeah. Your boy J-Bug. Alright, before you go, let's just recap real quick. We have 414 miles to go, so that's roughly, what we're doing, 437? So that's a little under an hour, so you have maybe like a half an hour before we have to start descending. Okay, it took 9 years to get my one buddy to be a responsible adult financially. I mean, it takes a while, especially if you don't know. I mean, for some people, you know, just having their money together comes naturally, but for others, absolutely not. Why you unfriended Boogie? Dang, Boogie ain't doing. Is he on the other side of the earth, sir? Boogie ain't never hurt nobody. Why what? My man missed a whole conversation and jumped in. Why? Dang, but Boogie ain't have to get the axe. Shoot, Boogie, I think Boogie's 16 too. But he lives in Australia, so if I catch Boogie, it's like 6, 7, 8 in the morning. Typically. And speaking of which, you know what? I did shoot him a message in September and he didn't respond. So why you being I don't know what to call it. Let's just call it racist, even though you're not being racist. Why you get Boogie to axe and not nobody else? Shame on you, Reaper. What Boogie do to you? You gonna give Boogie the axe, but not Most Def. You talking about the rapper, or are you just saying most definitely? Right. Damn. Filling my wall with all my records. Oh, okay. You got a record player, bro? Like, yeah, my CD player, my cassette player. The last solid message I got from him reads, stand by. Cause when Fighter Z was on sale, I just gifted it to him. He was like, I just opened my Steam notifications, thank you. He's like, I was gonna go to bed, but now I gotta download it. He said, you didn't have to give it to me. I'm probably not gonna play it often, but I appreciate it. But you gotta catch him. Yeah, he's alive. You gotta catch him on Roblox. That's usually what he play. I know every now and then I'll see him and my daughter on Roblox. So that's usually how I catch him on Roblox. Matter of fact, let me open it up right now and see who's on there. He's not on the Roblox. I mean, I wouldn't be either, but sometimes when I can't find my 12-year-old, I gotta go on Roblox and jump into whatever game she is there and tell her what to do. So my record's fire. My man is still talking about this vinyl. So right now, oh, this is Sarai's Roblox, Lord. How do you log out of this? There we go. Oh, shoot. Pro 2 over here talking about records. Vinyl. Come on, Roblox. What in the actual... Oh my god, are you serious? Damn, cuz. I don't remember what my Roblox login is. Hold on, I got an idea. Damn. Oh, okay. You were sounding a little lost there for a second. I was just making sure. Well, stop acting like you don't know what a record is. Talking about what? What vinyl? That's what it sounded like you was asking. I got you now. You was looking real clueless for a second. Alright, guys. No, I don't have a record or a record player. That's crazy. Nobody's on Roblox right now. Absolutely nobody. Absolutely nobody. None of my children. J-Bug is not on. Taylor Swift vinyl. He said, hold this L, man. Can I go to 380 now? Oh my gosh, I've been down here at 360 forever. Nope. Guess I'm just gonna stay at 360. My man about to come through with the Lady Gaga vinyl. Talking about paparazzi. I'm still hungry, man. I went and got those snacks and ate them. I'm probably gonna have to get something to eat. I'll be right back, y'all. I'm starving. That snack did absolutely nothing. Alright, fellas, I'm back. Dukes, man, what's up? You said none of y'all stopped for my return stream. When did you stream? I didn't even know you were streaming. I think how long I've been on? I've been on for about an hour and 47 minutes. Oh man, hot. Woo. Halo. Can I get a halo, halo? Yeah, I didn't know. Ooh, excuse me. I didn't know. I would have jumped in. My bad. Welcome back. I'll be here. I don't think my lady friend is gonna grace me with her presence today. What the hell is Disney Speedstorm? Yes, sir. We're all here. And from the looks, man, well, yesterday I made a steak, so I'm finishing. It was so big, pause, that I couldn't eat all of it, so I cut it in two. So I got a steak, carrots, and mashed potatoes. Well, applewood smoked bacon mashed potatoes. Reaper, I'm eating food. And I'm 10 miles behind you. I got it medium well, sir. Or I made it medium well. This man said that he's eating leather. Why would I not make it medium well? But I'm pretty sure I just microwaved it, so it's probably just well now. I can eat either or. That's funny. You're a leather eater. Come on, Reaper. There's some people that don't even eat meat. Pause. You mad late. I'm sure he already left. Pause. And it's just cooked, man, all the way. That's all. Ain't nothing wrong with fully cooking the animal before you consume it. These mashed potatoes are fire. What you mean these kids? That's not from their era, this is from our era. I've been saying pause since I was a wee lad. Got all kinds of meat stuck in my teeth. Pause. Broken. Man, that was good. I was starving. Man. Well, why would I want to be slightly suspicious? Let's talk about it. If I'm suspicious, then I'm suspicious, but I'm not, so. It's more fun. Okay. If you say so. Oh, Reaper, I didn't even forget to tell you. So the other day I was playing Dragon Ball, right? Or did I tell you this? And see? Motherfucker wake up at 1 o'clock making pizza. Talk about me. But I got on Dragon Ball and somebody matched up with me in the game and they had 2 Goku Blacks and a Zamasu. Did I tell you about this? I feel like I did. I told somebody about it. Okay. I just don't, and it has anti-cheat, so I don't know how. I really don't know how that person got past the anti-cheat and made it online. I'm really traumatized behind that. But I mean, I haven't seen many cases where people got past it though, because usually by the time you match up with somebody, it'll cancel the match. That's what it'll do. But I mean, I ended up playing the whole entire match. Hold on. I got my ass kicked in the entire match because at first I was like, this is a glitch, right? There's no way there's 2 Goku Blocks, man. There's no way. And I continued to play. Got my ass kicked. I mean, he was something. Alright, check your Discord really quick. I mean, I save replays and that's one good thing. But I also took a screenshot after I got my ass kicked. But that's me and you versus the computer. We're not playing against anybody else. It's one thing to mod yourself, your games, and you're not messing with nobody else. But to play with somebody, I really don't have pics. I just have the one screenshot. But I auto save every match that I play, so as you can see in the screenshot, it says replay saved. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if we played 7 days modded against somebody else, we were in a private match, wasn't we? Like in a private world? That's not nice. Alright, Bakal, you there? We should probably be planning for this arrival now. We're about 180 miles out, if that. Yeah, I mean, as long as it don't, I feel like once you get into an area where you start messing with other players and stuff, then you know it should be a no-go. But if you mod and you're only playing with yourself, pause. It shouldn't be a problem. It should not be a problem. I don't know if Bakal is here. He checked in at 1:25. That was 10 minutes ago. Alright, whether he's here or not, let's do our briefing. Alright, so we're going to Fort de France, right? We need to get back at it and keep it looking at 7 days. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're gonna have to carry. Alright, so we got automated weather report. Winds 310 at 8 knots. Clear and visibility okay. 31 degrees. QNH is 1010. Alright, so that's all we got to worry about right now. So weather is doable. Landing runway 10. Wait a second. It's an 8-knot crosswind, isn't it? 8-knot crosswind. Get me rolling. The buttons are so confusing. So let's apply METAR. Dry. Manual land. No, it's on manual land. Okay. Full flap. Max manual. Runway is 8 and 28, but I feel like 28 might be the better choice. Let's go for 10. Alright, landing weight. What is our landing weight gonna be? Let's go for 128. It'll be less than this, but you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. How do I? Oh, keyboard. Okay. Weird, that's a tailwind. We should probably land on 28. He said we gotta get you rolling. Keyboard and mouse might be the better. I play with keyboard and mouse, sir. in 5 minutes. You're 10 miles ahead of me, right? You can probably descend in... Let me see, how far am I from TOD? I'm 183. You could probably descend in 165 miles. Did I read that right? No, I'm tripping. I read that wrong. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. What am I looking at here? Hold on, this doesn't even look... Oh, because it still sinks. Okay, I see what the problem is. Stand by. It thinks I'm supposed to go to 38,000, so 36,000. I'm just gonna stay there. Yep, there we go. 62. Yeah, you might want to start descending now. Wait, no, not now. Wait a second. In 45 miles. 45 miles, start descending. Bad math. Mac L Nut. What up, bro? So do you agree we should land on runway 28 instead of 10 like we planned? The only problem is 28 only has an RNAV approach. Okay, so I would say to do the RNAV 28, and we can still use the same arrival, I'm pretty sure. No, it's gonna change. Give me 1 second. I'll figure it all out. Alright, it's gonna be the Boru 1 Charlie arrival. So that one. Any transitions? Okay. Stand by. What up, Cam, though? What's going on, bro? Arrivals for 28. Alright, so we are coming from the south. I guess we could just use the Boris one, right? Charb. C-H-A-R-B. Alright, so with the Charb transition. Alright, so we put that in. You shouldn't have to. We're still like, you're only like 15 miles in front of me, and just hold it out a little bit longer. Because we're still like 130 miles away, and we're basically gonna kind of fly straight in. Basically, we still got to turn, but 115. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sorry, I said the wrong number. We're about 120 away from the airport. Oh, you're late on that Loki. I watched it Thursday night. But all right, man. I'll holler at you. Just trust me on this. Let's just hold out for a little bit. There's no altitude constraints on this arrival at all, so secret invasion, I don't even know what that is. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'll give you about 5 more miles before you start descending. I'll tell you when. Alright, so for our arrival, it's pretty simple. We're going to come in off of Boris right here. And we just fly to Charb. Then fly to Gadil. And then we fly in and land. It's that simple. Oh, Nick Fury. I haven't watched that. If cleared approach, see chart RNP28. Okay. Oh man, you started descending way too early. Told you just hold on. Alright. Alright, so approach. And then we got RNP28. This is the one right here. Well, I mean, you can't stress and fly the airplane. Sometimes you just gotta watch and see what it does. So like for me, I know at about 100 miles is when you should descend, typically. It is a game, but you apply the same logic to real life. I've done countless of approaches, high crosswind landings and stuff in real life. You just got to plan it out and execute. Watch what the plane does and what the weather does. I mean, we don't have any weather, so it's just watching the plane. Okay, so we have that approach briefed. No, we have the arrival briefed. Once we start heading down, then I'll start to brief the approach. And I do need to enter that. Alright, so what altitude do they want us to enter in at? 3,000? Say less. So I'm about to start descending now. In a few seconds here. Alright, I'm heading down now. Okay. Alright, so while we're heading down, I'll brief this approach. RNAV, runway 28. Alright. Fort de France is 16 feet above sea level. The runway is 12. The runway is... one thing I didn't realize here. Let's go back here for a second. The runway is 9,843 feet long, so if we land on 28, we should have more than enough room. I plan on exiting at Charlie. If not, then Delta, but realistically Charlie, if I can get down by the touchdown zone. And yeah, that's it for that. So as far as the arrival goes, you basically just come from Gadil. Once you get to Gadil, you just fly straight in, and we'll be coming from Tanto and Canbu, I think what it was called. So decision height is, or sorry, not decision height, decision altitude, DA is 1258. If you exit at Delta, let's see what Delta. Oh, Delta is at alright, the far one. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That'll work. So DA is 1258, and missed approaches climb magnetic 275 to Fox 410. at a max speed of 220 indicated. Then turn left to Fox 412, max speed 265, and then left turn to Agnos to enter Gadil, hold and climb up to 3,000 minimum. Alright, so after you pass Agnos, it's going to take you right back to Gadil, and then you repeat the process over again. I'm not doing any holes, but I also shouldn't have a missed approach, so it shouldn't be a problem. I think we're all descending at this point. So let's just go get a recap on that weather. Refresh it. Alright, so winds are 310 at 8, 31, 10, 10. $310 at 8, 31, 10, 10, and what was our DA again? 12.58. Alright. So for now, I'll pull up the arrival for 2 right now. 60 miles at 220. Alright, and I'm about 70 miles at 270. Let me see, are you still 15 miles ahead of me? Yeah, about 15. Yeah, roughly 15. Give or take a mile. So at Gadil, we need to be at 185. 185 knots. By the time you get to Gadil, that's the only thing that you have to worry about. By the time you enter the approach, or entering the approach for the final fix for 28, you should be at 3,000 feet. So I'm roughly 60 miles from the airport. Arrival is briefed, approach is briefed. Let's take a look at DA cars and see how much longer I have to be parked at the gate in 18 minutes. Alright. Let's see where I need to park at. That would be the other question. The second gate, which looks to be 52. Spot 52. Alright. They do have like parking spots on the ground chart. Yeah, they do parking spots. Let's hit that real quick. See, what's crazy, it didn't even show 52. It's showing... Oh, there is a 52. Okay, yeah. So spot 52. So that's right here is where I'm gonna park. $40 miles. I am about 50. How fast are you going? Yeah, I was about to say. I mean, I don't think you're high. Fast, yes, but high, no. TAS. Do you fly with true airspeed? Most people don't fly at true airspeed. What's your indicated? Like on your speed tape. $290, yeah. Okay, so you're just a little bit. You're about 10, 20, about 30 knots faster than me. Okay. So we're essentially on the left base right now. Do you have your spoilers out? You always use your speed brakes to slow down. Yeah, if you're going too fast, use your speed brakes. See, now you're too high. You should be lower than me. I was hoping I'd be able to see you, but I don't. I'm at 16,500. See, I was trying to get you to just kind of descend at a nice and slow pace with me. Then we could have kept our separation, but now I'm lower than you. And you're still going way fast, so you've gained some distance. $7,500. Jesus, you was just at. Oh, you talking about 250 for speed, not altitude. Okay. So if you're at 7,500, you're fine. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You just need to be at 3,000 feet before you turn final. If you're at 3,000 feet when you turn final, then you're good. Alright, let's go back to the arrival now. Alright, so easy, cool. Is that our speed constraint there for Goodell? It is, okay. Alright, same, more drag. Let's extend the speed brakes. So I was trying to figure out. Alright, so we figured out the parking situation. Pointe-a-Pitre. 30 or 52. Gate 52. I'll circle it. It's right here. And I am less than 30 miles. Transition altitude. I'm gonna set up my parking. Of course, these gates don't coincide with anything. Oh, here we go. Alright, I'm gonna have this go. Okay. And I'm through 10,000. I went through transition altitude. Alright. So I'm turning my lights on. How far out am I? 20 miles on a 10-mile base. I'll go ahead and start the APU now, so I ain't gotta worry about it later. I can put my speed brakes back in, right? Yeah, I can. Coming through 6,000 for 3,000. You see the runway? Okay, good deal. Slowing now to 185 and descending to 3,000. Let's see if I see you. I do not see the airport yet. How far? It should be right off to the side there. I don't see anything. Or maybe I do. Short final? Okay, I'm looking to see if I see your lights. Oh, there the airport is. And I'm turning final now. Strong winds? Shouldn't be. 8 knots. Alright, we should be at 3,000 feet, sir. Alright, there we go. I'm looking for you, but I don't see you. Alright, coming through 3,900. Alright, we're at 3,000 at final fix 28. Slight left turn here and flaps 1. Autopilot disconnect. Flaps 2. Gear down.
$2,000.
It's 2,000 feet. Alright. Flaps full. You could have gave me that little piece of tape right there. Alright. That should have offset the floating. Got off on Delta, cool. Now I see your lights. I did for a second at
100
least.
above.
And I am going
Minimum.
visual because this. Approach got me high. Let's see, got the wrong chart. There is no glide slope. It's a RMP approach. There's no ILS. So I was trying to figure out. It's a 3.5 degree approach. Okay. Oh no, I'm following the lights now. But what I was following before was the VDEV. The LNAV and the VDEV, the LDEV and the VDEV. But now that I just decided to go visual, the lights are fine. It's
400.
I wonder if those trees are going to be a problem, even from this end. We do gotta see. It's like a 14 knot. 14 knot crosswind now from up here. Now it's dropping down.
200.
No trees. Trees are not a problem. Oof.
$100. 50. 40.
Too low.
30.
Terrain.
20. Retard.
Floating. I pulled back just a little bit too hard. Oh. First thrust set. Ugh. Still can't see me? It's crazy. When we first we leave, we can see each other, but then I'm off at Charlie. Alright, after landing checklist, flaps up. Wait, am I off at Charlie? Yeah, I think I am off at Charlie. Or am I? Yeah, I am off at Charlie, okay. It might have disconnected when you left. Oh, okay. Alright, let's clean up. Runway lights off. There you go, wow. He just came out of nowhere. I literally looked up, then looked back down, and you taxied right through me. What up, Dane? How you doing, man? We just landed at Fort de France. How are you doing this lovely Sunday? That right there. All good. Are you streaming today? I know I missed your last one for sure. All right. So if my calculations are right, I think 52 should be about right next to this guy. It's either the one to the left of me or the one here with somebody waiting for me to park, which is perfect. I just want to slow it down a bit. Alright. Slow that baby down. Brakes set. Masters off. Beacon off. Fuel pumps off. 8 p.m. Oh, Monday through Friday. Okay. Hey, man. You got an exclusive schedule. Alright, I'll jump in tonight for sure. I don't think I have anything going on at 8 o'clock. How do I have gates in a realistic airport? I downloaded scenery. Let's operate the jetway. Alright, let's see how we did on time. We landed, 8 seconds to spare. Perfect. How much was Ahsoka scenery? Wait, we're not Ahsoka. Ahsoka was a freeware one. This one is tropical sim or taxi to. It might have been like $20. Yeah, tomorrow night. Okay, yeah, you did say Monday through Friday. Today's Sunday. Damn. Which is good. You know why it's good? Because I stream from 6 to 8, so chances are my flight will be shorter than 2 hours. So as soon as I'm down, I'll jump onto your stream. Do you know where you're going already? Or is it like a last minute choice thing? Alright. And let's deboard.
The boarding requested.
Alright. Alright, so we are deboarding. I'm going back and forth for myself. Should I do the next leg? The next leg is only 27 minutes.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Yeah, for sure. Who makes your schedule? You, or is it like some random person? Or somebody that you know, I'm sorry. Inquiring minds are asking. You made the schedule, okay. Alright, so while these lovely people are deboarding, yeah, the next flight is only 27 minutes. I'm just gonna go ahead and knock it out and get it out the way. Somebody's here in the Air Canada. Ooh, fancy. Yeah, it's only 27 minutes long. It's to the next island. I don't have a bot. Go ahead. I see your plane right there. I think that's you. Alright, let's see. Alright, Dane, I got your schedule. Pull it up right here. Okay. So, Phoenix, Rochester, San Antonio, Seattle. And today the 22nd. So I need to switch to the next week. Yeah. Alright, give me 1 second. So, Atlanta to Raleigh. Gotcha, alright. Cool beans, man. Appreciate the information. Alright, let's invite Bacall. No, you're already in here. That's what I'm saying. I knew I seen you. You're parked right. I'm pretty sure that's your. Well, you was. That happened so quickly. There was a. Yeah, there you go. I'm pretty sure that's you right there. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. The next leg is gonna be. Alright, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I had a phone call. Alright. So where do we start? Alright, so next leg. 27 minutes. Are they done deboarding? Sounds like they still are. It's direct. So if you look at the flight plan. Oh wait, no, it's Lidor. Hold on. I'm tripping. Direct is there for the arrival. Sim brief as well, yeah. Let me take a quick look at it. So for the Lido 1J, it goes, you take off from 10, and then we're probably gonna make a right turn, it looks like, to B mud. It's a very short flight. Yeah, it's a right turn. And we're taking off 28s. Landing is runway 30, taking off 28. Alright. So next leg, 27 minutes, right? Still 607 for the flight number. From Tango Fox 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 to Tango Fox Fox Romeo. Before it, it's direct. So the last fix is Lidos. No wait, maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. The last fix is Gones. Gones. I'll put it in the chat and just follow exactly what I got it right from the same place, sim brief. And then PPR is, I believe, the VOR at the airport. So you can really disregard that because you're gonna already have your approach for runway 30 set up. So you can clear PPR and then that's it. It should be fine. So yeah, Tango Fox 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 to Tango Fox Fox Romeo, Fort de France to Pointe-a-Pitre, right? Pointe-a-Pitre. We're cruising at 12,000 feet, carrying 151 passengers this time, bringing 11,474 pounds of fuel, 4,983 pounds of cargo. I think it really is blocked off for 27 minutes though. No, it's actually blocked off for 40 minutes. But the flight time itself is 27 minutes, so that should be fun. Whenever these people are done deboarding. Are we down to 41 people? Oh, this is a new flight plan. Oh, they're actually boarding. Okay. They're boarding while GSX is deboarding. Great. It should be fine. Are your strobe lights still on? And your beacon? And your taxi light? Yep. See, I told you always put that strobe light in auto, not on. That way once you land, you don't have to worry about it. I see. You look just like me now. Look just like me. Alright, so everything is for the most part set up and loaded in. We're just waiting on these folks to. They should have made that flag move. Waiting for these folks to get their lives and their belongings off and on. Let's see, we got a message here. Oh, that would be a arrival message. Double check this overhead real quick. Wing lights are only gonna need those. Okay. Alright, so what time is it now? 7:26, right?
Do you want to deboard crew?
No. Alright, so let's try this again. It looks like it's a 9:50. It's a 9:50. Alright, so we got a solid 33 minutes. Okay. Alright.
Boarding requested. Passengers boarding starting.
Oh, I'm nowhere near ready to go. I got passengers, buddy. Yeah, when I do virtual airline flights, they're really like virtual airline flights. I got passengers, I got bags. It's the real deal. They all just got off the plane. Alright, so let's see here. Charts. Alright, so we just... Let's see about the departure that we're gonna be on. It should be one. We're taking off 28. Alright. So it's an easy taxi just over the Alpha down to the runway. Alright, so that's the briefing for the taxi. But as far as the departure goes, we're taking off 28. So we're gonna hit B Mud. Then from B Mud to Dedet, then to Lido's. So simple enough. Lido's says climb track 275 up to 600, then B Mud, then turn right to Dedet and Lido's. Very simple, very hard to mess up. You mess that up, you got a problem. Alright, there is that. Let's see, there's no arrival, and we're doing a runway 30, so it's going to be an RMP 30. Oh, also we need to get the airport and the parking spots too. Alright. So we got those set up. The folks. There's somebody flying by. I just don't know who it is. Let me check VATSIM real quick. VATSIM. Alright, yeah, here he is right here. ATR. That's pretty cool. Alright. Why are you trying to get me copyright banned, bro? So that I do this walk around. I'm doing another one that's like 30 minutes long. Check the wings for any damage. Check the aircraft for any damage. It's nighttime, so I wish I had a flashlight. How you dip out on a conversation? Reaper was asking you about your records. Not really. I've done I think the longest stream I've done was like 8 hours or something, but this one's only gonna be like maybe 3 pushing 4. This flight is really short. Like by the time I take off, it's probably time to land. Look at the landing gear. Multiple airplanes out here. After this next one, no. You got your ground power on out here? And .787 about to depart. Did that ATR land? Oh, the ATR landed. This is my last one for today, yes. Alright, that was a good walk around. We got to see some traffic that's out there. Where is that 787 from Air Canada going? It's probably going to Canada. That'll be the more, yeah, it's going to Montreal. It's a 7810. 788. Nice. Alright, I think for the most part though, everything is taken care of and done. Flight plan, and yeah, it's only 154 miles. That is a hop, skip, and a jump. By the time you take off and get to cruise altitude, it's time to descend, basically. So we got 121 of 151. 30 more people. All right. So let's see here. Here, in the meantime, while we're not doing anything, here is the website to get that V pilot for VATSIM that I was telling you about. You're definitely gonna need that. Today's a chill day, bro. I already did everything I had to do. I went to Sam's Club early this morning, knocked that out. I ain't got my daughters today, so yeah, I ain't really doing that, man. I'm pretty sure my youngest is probably gonna call me soon or message me soon to run some duos with her. Why don't you get on Fortnite? I'm trying to get Cam to get on too. Maybe we could run some squads. To like 6? 2? Alright. I'm gonna shoot you a message, bro. You said 6, bro. Oh man, it's raining again. Where'd that ATR go? The ATR. He's taxiing back that way. I already went outside, bro. It's cold out here. 52. Overcast. That was a real good parking job now that I realize it. It wasn't perfect, but it was good. Alright, since we're running on AP, we really don't need gun. Yeah, bro. It's just one of those real blah days. Outside, at least. Sunny and cold. Is it higher than 50 or lower? let's see, 607. 56, but it's windy. Same here. See, so we kind of dealing with the same issue. We leave in 9 minutes. Oh, you know what it is. I just hope it don't snow like that. That'll be my only concern, is the snow. 'Cause ain't nobody got time for that. Alright, 128.7, 30.7. Fuel wise, 11.2. You like October? Man, you tripping. I can't stand this weather. I gotta wear a hoodie every day. I'm gonna pass on that. TFFF. 1.28. And it is wet. Sync those, sync those. Spring a little different because it be on the warmer side sometimes. It do be cool, but it be pushing towards the warmer side. 28, 39, 41.
Thank you.
And 28, 1. 141.
Good evening, ma'am. How are you? I'm doing good.
I'm doing good. 68. Alright. At the beginning, okay. I barely sit on that couch, bro. It's all there for aesthetics. It's just a visual piece in the background. I don't know. I come down here. Yeah, this is not my living room or anything. This is literally like a man cave. It's a small room in the basement. Like the way my house is, it's what do they call it? Not a flat. It's shoot, man, I can't think of this call right now. Yeah, my girl be coming over, kids. We about to have a game night here pretty soon, though. I can't remember what this house is called. It's not a ranch, not a bungalow, not a duplex condo. What is it called? Split level, that's what it's called. How do you check your call sign in the aircraft? Hit the INIT page in it, and it says flight number. I'm glad you said something because mine definitely is wrong. 607, boom. Alright, so I think everybody's boarded. What time is it? 46. Okay, we're good. Let's get prepared for pushback. Alright, so before start checklist, windows and doors are closed. Locked APU is on, APU bleed is on, external power disconnected, fuel pumps on, beacon on, seatbelt signs are on, thrust levers are idle, fuel quantity was 12.2, 11.2, checked. Transponder mode is in auto already, engine mode selector.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pas inserted.
Pilot's always leaving mid-convo. What you mean? Gotta make sure everything is right. Do you think conversation is more important than flying the plane? Alright, just make it make sense.
Locking gear.
You receive messages, accept load sheet, and we are good to go. Let's turn off the interior lights, and I want the tail to be to the left. Alright, Bacall, if you want to start her up, you can.
Release parking brakes, please.
Brakes release.
Starting push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Alright, so be picking up where we left off. Engine mode selector, ignition, engine 2 master on, A320. Are you messing with that VATSIM client? The cell cal code. I think you can leave. Hold on. What is? Try leaving that blank.
Please set parking brakes.
Brake set.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Alright, you're connected. Alright, cool. Let me see if I see you on the map. Alright, we gotta let it update first. Let's give it a few moments. Alright, that's a good start on 2. Starting number 1.
Unlocking gear.
Remember Damo? No, who's Damo? Damo.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass par mode. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Alright, left clear, right clear. It's a good start on 1. Damo 8. I don't even know who that is, bro. Alright, after start checklist, parking brake is on, engine mode selected normal, APU bleed. Okay, you can go ahead and taxi. Off, APU master off. Auto brakes max. Ooh, I can't read. Okay, flight controls. Didn't do this last time because we were in a rush. We got full left, neutral, full right, neutral, up, neutral, full down, neutral, full left rudder, full right rudder. That's checked. Let's trim the plane to, was it down 0.5? Or was it down 0.3? I do not remember. Down 0.3, okay. Down 0.3. That's 4. Okay, flaps 2. Spoilers on. Pitch trim. Set that already. Reset rudder trim. Anti-ice off. Flight instruments checked. Takeoff config should be normal. Alright. Since we don't have a long taxi, I'll go ahead and listen. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Yeah, definitely don't know. Sitting here really thinking about it. Oh, I gotcha. I ain't know what you were saying, bro. I don't know who Damo 8KK is, though. How you gonna be shocked that I don't know? I don't know. Alright, I'm holding short of 2810. You are good to go whenever you're ready. Alright, he is rolling. Alright. That's funny, those are both him. Alright, so before takeoff checklist, lights on, TCAS, TARA, let's actually go through it. Alright, cabin crew is advised, brake temperature is fine, brake fans are off, engine mode select are normal. Oh, I'm all off straight, I'm not even straight. Packs are on, predictive wind shear auto, TCAS, TARA, exterior lights checked. 50. Stabilize. Take off. Manflex SRS. On the nuts. B1. Rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Backtrack like a champ. You don't know how tempting it was to not backtrack. Just take it from where it was at. Very tempting. Wish I could see. Of course I can't see. Climb thrust. Alright. Come back up here. Virginia? Why Virginia? Alright, we can see Bacall out there. Alright, flaps 1. Matter of fact, flaps up. So at B mud we had a speed constraint of 220, but we're so heavy we almost didn't make that, but we made it to 220. The mall, is it a special mall in Virginia? So for this very special flight, since it's so short, we won't be serving any beverages or any snacks. It's basically like a shuttle. We're basically like 100 miles out already. Alright, we're in the clouds. Alright, thank you, sir. Appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, chores, I already understand. I did all mine this morning, so have a good evening. It's only 3 o'clock, yeah. I am going to 15,000 feet. Hey, Classic, how you doing, man? I am pretty well. Just passing through transition altitude. Me and Bacall are doing a 2-leg trip. We're on the 2nd leg now, but it's extremely short. Like it's blocked out for 40 minutes, so I think flight time is only like 27 minutes. Are you doing any crazy long flights in slow planes currently, or in boats? Damn, dude, why you don't want to see your girlfriend? My man is anti-life right now. Alright, so we threw our lights off. So we're coming through 11,600 for 15,000. And you know what I can do? Let me go ahead and clear that PPR VOR and clear that discount, and we should be good to go. You gotta go extra fast? Okay. And today I'm not thinking about doing a multi-day trip next week. It's gonna be 200. You have a 200? Who made a 200? I can see you right there in front of me. Ah, okay. I was about to say, a 200? I would definitely buy that. As long as it's not like Latin VFR or anything like that. Bro, why don't you want to see your girl? Don't avoid the question. I don't know what that means. Ow. Oh. Talking about laughing my ass off, or were you calling me a lame? Okay. I got you. So yeah, you still avoided my question. Why don't you want to see your girl? You should always want to see a girl. Your girl is a big part of why you're not on people's streams giving them $6,000. Flight Sim.2, bro. He said, okay, Dad. I promise though, man. Your girl is a big part of why you're not out here on the internet giving people tons of money. I mean, besides yourself. I mean, that's where I go for all my freeware ones. I mean, you got AF607 but outside of that, it's payware for me. Still waiting on the answer. This man's not going, he gonna avoid the question. Alright. Let's see how far ahead he is. He's not too far ahead. He's only like 12 miles ahead. Come on, bro. You said it. You got to answer, man. Why don't you want to see your girl? Man, these stretches don't be working. We're basically like on a long base. 60-mile base. Come on, bro. Don't be holding out. I can't see that emoji. Oh, I can see it now. I mean, bro, it's part of the game. You should know that by now. Yeah, the last quality Captain Sim plane I remember is a 727. That was a long time ago. And that was FS9. The last quality one I remember, L1011. Yeah. I didn't have a lot of time in FSX. I had a decent amount of time in FSX, but not a lot. So I would never give up my FS9. I still have it to this day. It's on this computer as well. Oh, she's a serious type. See, we got two opposite females. Two opposite females. I can't get my girl to stop making a damn joke. Everything is a joke. Or a meme. Man, you can find that online for like $10 now, man. FS9 is a classic though. I had so many sceneries and airplanes for FS9, it blows my mind. And that's part of the reason why I didn't get around on FSX too much. You're descending? Okay. She walk around like she looks mad, but she isn't. Well, that's good. That keeps other guys away. And I am right behind you. I got visual. And we're about 45 to 50 miles out. So you can't find a funny girl online for $10. Ah, man. It's really hard. My girl be hitting some punches sometimes. I can't even lie. But I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. Like, I could find a guy for 20. Talk your shit. Is that just a bunch of red lights over there? Yeah, it's just a bunch of red lights. He said $20 is $20. I hear that. I'll be descending in 2.5 miles. And you know what? Dang, this happened all so quick. I didn't brief anything. We could brief this really quick. Oh yeah. Are we doing the arrival? No, there's no arrival. It's direct, right? Sure. Yes, it's direct, so no arrival. So cool. We just need to come in at 3,000 feet. Don't speed up, please. How high am I going? I only went to 15,000. You're coming down to 3,000 now. $340 knots. Yikes. Alright, we gotta hit the speed brakes here. I already see a potential problem happening. We're just about on final. Yeah, we're on left base. A 20-mile left base. I lost visual of you, maybe in these clouds. But you said you were doing extra fast, so you might have went and got way far ahead of me. Oh, I see you right there. I mean, do you like that? Or you want something different? Alright, let's clean up. Alright, so since this is a direct, we're doing the RMP 30. So from Gones, which I just popped up on the chart, we just go straight to Lumpa, left turn. By the time we get to Lumpa, we need to be at 3,000 feet. Max 230 knots. And at Fox Romeo 30, 3,000 feet. And we start our approach in missed approach, climb to Fox Romeo 410, max 185 knots, and turn right to 3,000, right to 412, Fox Romeo 412, max 220 knots. Then right turn to Dulbo, climbing up to 3,000, or proceed according to ATC. Airport elevation is 35 feet, runway is 28. Alright, decision height is going to be 1012. Alright. More drag. Alright, 1012, right? So 1012. Let's get the weather really fast. Alright, variable at 3, 26, 10, 10. Variable at 3, I'll just put 0/3 and boom. Transition altitude, lights back on, and I'll throw the APU on as well. There's different apps in this game. Which one? Flight Simulator? Ain't no apps in Flight Simulator. When you say apps, you mean approaches? Yes, there's different approaches. Alright, so we're coming through 6,000. Yeah, there's hella different approaches. Every airport has different approaches. So we are turning final. Bakal, are you down on the ground? Alright, we look to be about 15-mile final. Not yet. Are you on final? Is it foggy? It said it's VFR. How high are you? 200 is a classic. Yeah, we're just in the clouds. That's all. Final. Okay. 2300. All right. Switch up my hairstyle. What? I get a dark Caesar. What, you want me to get a ball fade? I don't understand. Or you want me to get a part? Make up your mind, Willis. Get a fade. Ew. Okay, is it a regular fade or a ball fade? Which one? Ill to both of them though. Alright, 12-mile final. Coming through 4,300 for 3,000. Middle hair. Oh man. What did it say? Clouds are clear. It says clear invisibility. All right. I mean, there I know. Shape up. I just got a dang haircut on Thursday. Alright, I do not have the runway in sight and I'm less than 10 miles. Flaps 1. Gear down. Alright, we're coming through 3,000. Continue the descent. Flaps 2. Every other week, I'm the same way. Alright, I have the runway now. Yeah. To my like 10, 11 o'clock, that is definitely a city. Flaps full. The airport definitely hidden behind a cloud. Alright, man. Thanks for joining. I'll be on again tomorrow. Have a good night. Alright. Runway hidden behind fog again. We do got some wind from the left there.
1,000.
Crash into the city is crazy. It's my last flight and you want me to crash?
100 above. Minimum.
Alright, minimums and we have a runway in sight, so we're good.
$500.
And we got some rain.
400.
Visibility is
300.
to shit. Alright.
200.
This is crazy.
Think rate.
Yeah, we'll be alright.
Pull up. Think rate.
40.
Too low.
30.
Terrain.
20. Retard.
First thrust set. Nuts. Shoot, I don't know which way we going. We going left or right? Hold that center line. We're just gonna bust a U-turn. skidding turn, for those who didn't notice that. You said it's frozen for you? Alright. Need to figure out where we parking at. Alright. If I remember correctly, last time it was 10. Right there, cool. Clean up a little bit. Ah, don't go in the grass, plane. Please don't go in the grass. Almost did. That wheel definitely hit that light. It's a stupid taxiway light that I always end up fighting with. Alright. Alright, after landing checklist, brake fans. I did use quite a bit of braking. Brake fans on, stereo lights checked, spoilers on, flaps up, engine mode selected normal, anti-ice off, TCAS standby, weather radar off, predictive venture off, APU should be on. It is. I mean, is it really though? You gotta think about that. They keep making it better and better. I don't get into it as much as everybody else does, but I can understand why there's always hype for it, and it gets better for sure. Alright, there's my marshaller. I went too far. Oops. I was focused on one number and didn't even look at the other one, but that's cool right there. Brake set. Masters off. Alright, fuel pumps off. Beacon off. Operate jetway. D-board. Alright. Alright, and we can request the boarding here.
The boarding
as well.
requested.
The Chiefs are overrated? I don't watch football, bro, so I couldn't even tell you.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Alright. And since this is our last flight of the day and the night, I guess we could turn them brake fans off now. Parking brake on, APU on, engine masters are off, beacon lights off, seatbelt signs off, transponder mode. Yeah, I guess I could turn that off now, right? Anti-ice off, fuel pumps off, exterior lights checked, external power on, APU off. Yeah, we could definitely turn that off. Definitely turn that off. Alright.
Thank you. Good night.
Okay. Alright, so while these people deboard, I don't know why I feel like I'm forgetting something. I can get the plane ready for its sleep. Alright. So we're literally just waiting for other people to get off. But while that's going on, it's Air France 607, the last leg of 607 if I remember correctly. After this, the plane leaves out in the morning as Air France 600 to go back down to Cayenne. Oh, to Fort de France, and then from Fort de France to Cayenne. What is Bellum? There's no way it goes to Brazil. That's crazy. And then Miami. Okay, this just got very interesting. I guess we are in South America, but I didn't know it went. That's crazy. Alright. I'll catch you guys next time. And until then, have a good evening. Pro, I'm gonna message you.